Hi, welcome to another video, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to draw an ellipse specifically by the concentric circle method. Now we're going to be using the major axis, which is technically the width of the ellipse, and the minor axis 70, which is the height of the ellipse, alright, aka the shortest side. Alright, so in order to produce your ellipse, you can do it in two simple ways, especially when it comes on to the concentric circle method. One of the easiest way of producing an ellipse. Alright, so here I have my AutoCAD drawing environment already set up. This drawing environment will be in, or the drawing template will be linked in the description down below. Alright, so let's get into things. You'll also find the drawing file of this that I've just produced, or I will be producing, in the description as well. Now, the first thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to be drawing a circle whose diameter is equal to 70 millimeter or 35 millimeter in radius. So I activate my circle command and I'm going to be drawing a circle. I hope you're able to see my circle here. And the radius of this is going to be half of 70, which is 35. Alright. Now let me change the color of this so you can see. And let me move it a bit more to my right. Alright. The next circle that I'm going to be drawing is going to be equal to the major axis, which is 100 millimeter in diameter. However, the radius is going to be 50. So let's draw that one. I'll activate my circle command by pressing C on my keyboard, then pressing enter. Then I'll find the center of my circle, and I'll draw another circle whose radius is 50. Alright, let me ensure that I switch my layers so everyone can see. Let me change the color to something else, probably. Yeah, let's work with this color here. Alright, so we have those two circles. Now the next step is that I'm going to be dividing my circle into a number of equal parts. I'm going to be using about 12. And what am I going to be doing? So I'm going to first activate my line command. I'm going to ensure that my O-snap feature known as quadrant is turned on. Let me move this out of the way. Quadrant is this one here. This. So ensure that there is a tick beside there. Alright. And I'm going to draw a line from this quadrant down to this quadrant. And I'm going to draw one from this quadrant to this one here. And I'm going to be using a command known as the array command. Alright. The array command that I'm going to be using is known as a polar array. So what I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to be selecting these lines that I've just drawn. And I'm going to select this drop down menu. And I'm going to select the one that says polar. So I'll click there. Once I've done so, I'm going to move my cursor to the center here and simply click. That will automatically divide my circle into 12 equal parts. Alright. Now once I've done so, the next thing that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be labeling all the points around my circle. Alright, so I'm going to activate my text command and I'm going to place those on my text layer. So I'm going to click here once and I'm going to draw or write one there. So here I'm going to write 1. Hopefully it's the correct size. Alright. So that looks good enough. I'll make it, let me just add 1 to this font size here. So I'm going to make it 4. Alright, 4. And this is 1. Alright. Now once I've done so, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to use this as well. So I'm going to click on it. And I'm going to repeat the polar array thing again. So I'm going to click on it and then go polar array. Click here and then click in the center. It should automatically add some letters around my circle. Now here it's going to automatically make it about 6. So what you're going to do, you're going to go to item and you're going to enter 12 there. Alright, once you have entered 12, then the letters or the numbers will automatically be surrounding your object. Now once you have done so, you're going to think, oh, now everything is 1. Alright, now the reason why we do that is because we're trying to jump the gun and speed things up a bit. So what I'm going to be doing here is that I'm going to be clicking on the letters or the number, this array here, and then I'm going to type X to explode what I have just done. Did I press X? X, enter. What that does is it has now separate these numbers into individual numbers. Alright, I'm now going to be changing these numbers around my object. So starting here, I'm going to double tap on this one here, and then I'm going to change the number to 2. So 2, double tap here, change the number to 3, and I'll make my way around the entire object. So 3, and I'm here now. 4, next. 5, next. 6, next. 7, next. 8, next. 9, next. Next is 10. Then we're at 11 now. And then finally, this is acting as 0 and 12 at the same time. Alright, now once that has been done, you have pretty much finished labeling the pointers around. Now you can leave the numbers like this if you want, but you do not have to let them stay like this. If you want them to be more readable, what you can do, you can utilize your match properties command, such as by typing MA, enter, clicking on 12 here, that is upright, then going around and clicking on all the other numbers, and that should orient them in the way that you probably want them to be. Alright, but this is optional. You don't necessarily have to say do this if you do not want to. Alright, and then you can always move them around after you finish. Now the next step is that we're now going to be drawing lines from each one of these division points here. So on the outer circle, you're going to be drawing vertical lines. So for example, at 1 here, 1, you're going to be drawing a vertical line down. Alright, now the length of it is not important at this point. Just draw a line down to somewhere about here, ensuring that you're not snapping to any feature. Click. Alright, and you're going to do the same thing on this end here, all the way down. And you're drawing vertical line from the outer circle where the lines intersect with it. Alright, next you're going to be drawing horizontal line from the small circle anywhere the division lines intersect with it. Alright, so for example, horizontal line from the center circle where the intersection of the division line touch the circle, here as well. Alright, now as long as your snapping feature and everything is good, that should be okay. Once I've done so, I'm simply going to be using my fillet command. Let me check to ensure that all is well. Okay, I'm going to fillet the corners of the lines that I've just drawn. You could also trim the corners as well. The option is yours. Now once I've done so, I'm going to be my lazy self and I'm going to be utilizing the AutoCAD function to get these features here that I've just drawn on the other side, because remember we said we're drawing vertical lines from the outer circles, the outer circle division, and horizontal line from the small circle, which represent the minor axis. So what I'm going to be doing now is that I'm going to be selecting these. I don't want this video to go past 15 minutes, and I'm going to be mirroring it around. So I'm going to grab onto those, click on them, select my mirror tool here, then select my mirror line, which is going to be from 12 to 6. No, that's what I'm selecting. Once I've done so, I'm going to select all of them that I've just done, and I'm going to be activating the mirror tool again. Click, and then my mirror line is going to be between 9 and 3. Select no. Now once that is done, we're pretty much set. All we're going to be doing now is that I'm going to be drawing a spline line through these division points here. Alright, here is how we're going to be doing it. You're going to go to your draw tab here. You can also activate the spline command by typing the command as well. So just type I always say this incorrectly, SPL, and you're good. Just press enter after that. Alright, so I'm going to click on spline here, and then I'm going to start at point 0, aka point 12. I'm going to click there, then I'm going to move my cursor. Let me turn off auto for this. Move my cursor to where these lines intersect. So we're basically moving our cursor around to these 45-degree points. Alright, so we're at 0 now, which is aka the 12. Then we're going to this intersection right here, then the other intersection right here, then we're making our way to number 3 right here, back to the other intersection right here, this one here, then to the top right here at number 6, then back to those intersections, then to number 9, intersection, and then to the top here. Once you have done so, just move your cursor to the right like this, and then press enter. If you press escape, you will exit the command and will have to redraw your spline. Alright, so once that is done, this is your ellipse. Your ellipse is now complete. Only thing that is missing is the title and possibly dimension. So if this is an SBA piece, those are what you need to add. I'm going to be adding them now so you can follow along. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to activate my text tool here. You could go click on the drop down as well and select multi-line text. I'm going to be adding my title at the bottom, and I'm going to click, then create my little text box, then click again, then I'll enter my text within this space here. I'm going to make my text a bit larger since this is the title, so I'm going to make it probably about 5 in my case. Alright, and let me enter my text here, quickly type that. Alright, so here is my text. So I drew an ellipse by concentric circle method. Alright, so here's how I'm going to be doing it. I'm going to have my question down below, and I'm going to have the title above. Alright, so let me add this here, and this is the reason why I use multi-line text. Alright, so concentric circle method. Let me write ellipse as well. Ellipse. Ellipse, and I always put by concentric circle method. Let me space that out. Ellipse not spelled correctly. Ellipse, and let me this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this here all capital letters. So I'm going to do it in up here by clicking on this drop down menu, selecting uppercase. I'm going to underline it as well using all of these features up here. Alright, I'm also going to place it in the center of my text box. Then I'm going to have the question down below here. Now just below what I've just written, I'm going to add a scale. So I'm going to type SCALE, and I'm going to put 1. Alright, underneath here I'm going to change the text here, so I'm going to remove the underline from it. I am going to reduce the text size to 2.5 or 3, whatever it may be. Yeah, let's work with that 3. I might have to change things around. Let me do that, and then I'll probably make it 4. And let me change this as well. Alright, and I'll place it there. Alright, So ellipse by concentric circle method. Here is the question. Draw ellipse by concentric circle method. Take major axis dot 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 and minor axis dot dot dot. Alright, I'm going to erase this part here. Alright, I can open this out a bit more, maybe. Let's keep it like this. Okay. Alright, like that. Alright, this is going to be on my text layer. Alright, so here we go. You can also modify the text as well. So if you don't want your text to look like this and you want it to be upper and lowercase, whatever it may be, you can switch things around as well. So if you want to go lowercase and then you go through and change these letters, the option is yours. So you could go E, and then you'll have C, then you'll have C, and then you'll have M. Alright, and you place this in the center, and this here, you could go center as well. Alright, and then that will be that. Alright, now to add your dimension, the dimension that you're capturing are those that were mentioned, the 100 millimeter and the 70 millimeters. So what are you going to be doing? You can utilize this tool here, your dimension tool. Click on the drop down menu right here, click on diameter, then click on the large circle right here. Once you have clicked on the large circle, you can simply identify the measurements that you want. Alright, so that's the major axis, and then you do one for the minor axis as well. Still using diameter, minor axis, this one here, and you keep it probably like that. Alright, so these are going to be on your text layer, not your text layer, your dimension layer. Alright, all of these here. So I'm going to move some things around. So for example, you remember these lines here, these are supposed to be on your construction layer. Alright, so those are construction layer. Alright, and it pays to have these on the relevant layer with your line weight all set up, because it will make a large difference when you're printing your SBA. Because when it comes on to contrasting between the different parts of the drawing and the importance, that's where your line weight will come into play. Alright, unless you're printing in color, then you might get away with certain things. Alright, now looking at our drawing here, we can see everything is all in place. We can shift around a few of these numbers, letters, all of that stuff, so that things are a bit neater. And I was going to quickly do that in the next 2 minutes, because I think we're going to be approaching our 15-minute marker for completing our little drawing here. Alright, please bear in mind this could take you 10 minutes or less depending on your method, because it involves me here talking, a bit distracted, and I still managed to complete it within a certain amount of time. So if I can do it, you most certainly can do it. And remember, this file will also be linked in the description down below. Alright, so once you have done so, the only thing that's remaining is for you to lay out your drawing. Here I have my layout sheet already. So all I'll do is double tap, and then I'll probably set my scale to whatever it may be. Let me shift this here and set my scale to 1:1 and see what it looks like. Let me try to find my drawing. So this is what your it got switched. This is what your 1:1 will look like. Let me double tap there. If I'm going to do a print preview, this is what it will look like, so you can see what's going on. Just wait, preview. As you can see, the ellipse is the main subject of your drawing, and it's the reason why it is extremely bold. Alright, in terms of like your dimension line, this could be a little thinner. Alright, so everything here is based on the level of importance. Construction line, they're to assist you, and it's the reason why they're not popping out at us. The ellipse is the main subject of your drawing. Alright, So this is the drawing, and this video will be titled How to Draw an Ellipse using Concentric Circle Method in AutoCAD. Thanks for watching. Hopefully this video was helpful for you. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.